This video is all about the pros and cons of living in Newport Beach, California, which is in Orange County, California.
And you're not going to believe I'm Sean Dezad.
And I'm Courtney Dezad.
And we've been helping families buy and sell homes in Orange County for over 20 years.
So if you're thinking about moving to Orange County and you want to buy a home, don't forget to reach out to us at 714-348-4000, or you can email us at info@livingintheoc.com. Or if you already live here and you want to sell your home, don't forget to reach out to us as well. And this channel is all about everything that you'd ever want to know about living in Orange County. Living, sleeping, eating, breathing in Orange County. So don't forget to subscribe. Press the subscribe button, and don't forget to press the bell as well so that you get alerted every time that we upload a new video, and we get new videos uploaded every week. So Sean actually grew up in Newport Beach. His childhood home was actually very close to where Dennis Rodman used to have a restaurant. And so what would you say, why is Newport Beach, what are the biggest pros about living in Newport Beach?
You can't even count how many pros there are in living about Newport Beach. There's so many things that you love about, that I love about Newport Beach. From, honestly, the houses are amazing. I mean, and then so many houses have amazing views as well. Not every house, but there are amazing ocean views. Tons of diverse different neighborhoods where you have a different little feel in every little pocket of Newport. And also, I mean, okay, well, how much do you want me to list? Because we can just keep going on and on and on.
Yes, he is definitely a Newport fan.
Yes, definitely. So for the biggest pro, look no further than the name Newport Beach. Port and beach. Basically, we have an amazing harbor, basically one of the largest residential harbors in the country, and obviously our beaches are second to none.
Yeah, so if you are a boating enthusiast, I mean, Newport Harbor...
Or a surfing enthusiast, too.
Yeah, or just any sort of beach enthusiast, I mean...
Sailing.
Yeah.
Kayaking.
It's honestly a phenomenal beach. I mean, we were just there the other day, and it's just... so many people love it. I saw so many tourists there. I mean, it's a very famous beach. It's a great place. And
actually, and for a beach city, parking is actually not bad.
Yeah,
I mean, because
true.
if you want, I mean, a lot of these other places, like California is littered with state beaches, and obviously one, you have to pay to park there, and good luck. I mean, I've gone to Huntington Beach, and the parking to get into some of those parking places are a nightmare. Newport Beach, obviously, any beach is going to be a bit tricky, but as far as beach cities go, parking is actually not bad at all.
So Sean's just going to elaborate a little bit more about the beach, because obviously California is just obviously a huge coastline of beaches, but what makes Newport different? I mean, why would you choose Newport over, you know, somewhere else, maybe in LA or San Diego?
Well, the variety. So so we have 2 piers in Newport Beach, which is really cool. And then on top of that, the coastline is fantastic. We have actually nice, you know, like wide stretches of sandy beach. Not to mention we have good surf. It's not like a lake, right? So basically we have nice waves. And if you're looking for big waves, the Wedge gives you some monstrous waves of the swells, right? And then on top of that, what else can I tell you? The boardwalk, we have a boardwalk that runs like the whole length of the Balboa Peninsula. And then on top of that, we have, what more do you want me to say?
Yeah, for sure. There's endless pros about living in Newport Beach. So obviously we're going on endlessly about the pros. I mean, obviously, just like no matter where you live in the world, there are some cons about living in Newport Beach. And I would say one of the cons, and this is a con that goes along pretty much with any beach city, is that it does take a while to get in to Newport Beach. So, I mean, if you don't work in Newport Beach, you might have a bit of a commute getting in and out of Newport Beach. But again, this is pretty much, you know, any beach city, any major beach city in California, it's going to have a similar...
However, my rebuttal to that would be that, one, fortunately, Newport Beach is actually a huge employment center, which is actually one of the pros of Newport Beach. And so therefore, you don't actually have to commute very far, possibly, if you actually do work, you know, if you're working outside of your home. Maybe you have maybe your office is actually in Newport Beach itself, so you don't have to drive that far. Another rebuttal to this is that the 55 freeway actually literally dumps into Newport Beach. So you can actually get to a lot of Newport Beach it's pretty accessible by freeway. And of course the 73 also cuts through Newport as well. So I mean, again, beach cities in general are terrible. Newport Beach...
Terrible to get to.
Yes, yeah, terrible. Yeah, not terrible, but terrible to get to. But honestly, as far as beach cities go, it actually isn't that, it is pretty accessible.
So another con that, we touched on it before, he actually labeled it as a pro. But with any beach city, parking can be an issue. When we used to live in Newport Beach when we were in college, and then obviously when you're in college, you're living, 6 people to one little house. So.
Yeah, so like a 3-bedroom house, 2 roommates per room. You have 6 cars right there. So and you have 1 parking spot, designated to the property itself.
Yeah, so, obviously, parking situations can be different. If you are looking to buy a home in Newport Beach, you're probably going to have a garage, which can obviously alleviate the parking situation.
Yeah, and I would say that, as far as the actual parking goes, obviously, if you're in probably a lot of Corona Mar, Newport Heights, and, Newport Coast, parking is probably not much of an issue. Of course, if you're right on the beach, that's where you're going to feel the tight parking, because, of course, that's where you have a lot of people sharing a house and with a lot of cars.
For sure.
So another pro about living in Newport Beach, and I kind of touched upon it earlier, was the fact that Newport Beach is actually a major employment center.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest in the county. I think Irvine, obviously things can change, but Irvine typically is regarded as the biggest employment center in Orange County, but Newport is also itself a huge employment center. And these are not, low-paying jobs. These are high,
executive positions, and just big companies are in Newport. Yeah, again, you have a lot of stuff going on. Newport, Fashion Island is a big spot. Newport Center, basically, John Wayne Airport, which is, kind of shared by several cities, but that's a big employment center. So you have a lot of employment options in Newport Beach.
Yeah, so if you live in Newport Beach, there's actually a very good chance that you can work in Newport Beach as well. So another con of Newport Beach, and this is obvious, cost of living, because Newport is one of the most expensive places to live
in the world.
In the world, yeah, so.
Yeah, and again, obviously, that is, there's nothing you could say to rebut that. If you're on a budget, Newport Beach can be a bit tricky to navigate that whole situation, but at the end of the day, if you want the best of the best location, again, amazing views, amazing area, it's going to cost you. And to help mitigate the cost of living, Newport Beach does have, of course, we alluded to before, the employment center, so hopefully that your commute's not that much. And on top of that, what's really nice is that Newport Beach has great parks and fantastic schools.
Yes, it has great public schools.
Yeah, Newport Harbor High School and Corona Mar High School are fantastic schools. On niche.com, they're both A, or they have a score of A or higher. And yeah, it's they're great public school options.
Yeah, Sean graduated from Newport Harbor, and Sean's one of the smartest people that I know.
Wow,
so.
Well, thank you. And then on top of that, our private schools too are, so Sage Hill is on niche.com was rated #1 private high schools in all of Orange County.
Yeah, and then what are some other big ones?
The other more notable ones are basically Carton Hall and Harbor Day. They're K-8 schools, and they're both rated very highly.
Yeah, a lot of people. Obviously with Newport you have a lot of money there, so a lot of people choose to send their kids to the private schools.
Not that you have to, because
not that
good
you
public
have to.
schools for sure.
Really good public schools, but obviously some people decide that's what they want to do. Yeah. So, you have options either way. So another pro about Newport Beach is nightlife, because obviously Orange County is not typically known for having nightlife. In fact, we're known for not having nightlife. But Newport Beach does actually have nightlife.
And it's actually an amazing setting, because you have a few different places where you can have great nightlife. The Peninsula, you have a lot of pubs and bars and restaurants. And in Fashion Island, you have a lot of stuff. And actually, even along the harbor, there's actually really, if you're on your boat, you could literally dock onto, you can actually dock your boat and actually go to one of these restaurants and enjoy the nightlife there.
Mm-hmm. So another pro to Newport Beach is actually the outdoor activities that you can do. Obviously the beach is a given, but then there's some other things, if you're interested in, running, hiking, biking, it has really good options for that. And what would you say?
Yeah, PCH is a really popular, stretch of highway right there that people love to. How many cyclists do you see along PCH? And actually, on Pelican Hill, that hill is, so Courtney used to do triathlons, and she would do hill repeats, and that was a massive hill to be doing. So if you're looking for a workout, that's one heck of a hill. And then on top of that, as far as Back Bay, fantastic, setting to go running. I can't tell you, I used to run cross country and track, and I've run around the Back Bay like a million times. And then on top of that, you have kayaking in the Back Bay, which in and of itself is really awesome, because it's a big nature preserve, really beautiful. It's just like a very natural place where you really feel just it's such an outdoorsy place. And then on top of that, of course, the mountain bike riding and hiking there too. Another pro about Newport Beach is that the houses are beautiful. A lot of these beach cities, what's interesting about them is that you'll be at like, there's like a $5 million house and it looks like a shack. And not to say you don't have that in Newport as well to an extent, but you have a lot of houses that are just beautiful houses. I mean, huge mansions, or just really nicely updated, or just like historically, you know, it's beautiful houses there.
Yeah, and another thing that I think is cool about Newport is that you really have, like, each neighborhood has its own little unique charm to it. I mean, what are some of the better neighborhoods?
Well, obviously, I mean, so Harbor Island is where the billionaires tend to live, and then, I mean, of course, Newport Coast is absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's a very ritzy area in of itself. Corona Del Mar in general, Cameo Shores, Newport Heights, I love. Lido Island is great. I mean, again, there's so many different little pockets in Newport, and they all have their own little distinguishing characteristics.
Yeah, it's almost like its own little city in itself.
It's almost like a county itself, with all these little pockets there, for sure.
Yeah, so it's very eclectic and has its own little charm.
Definitely. At the risk of being long-winded, I want to actually stop here on our pros and cons, because I could list a ton more pros, and if you have any pros, feel free to comment below as well, because again, I grew up in Newport. I love it. I thought, you know, again, I love everything about Newport.
Yeah, so, and if you are thinking about moving to Newport, don't forget to reach out to us at 714-348-4000, or you can email us at info@livingintheoc.com. Or if you already live in Orange County and you need to buy or sell a home, don't forget to reach out to us as well.